How's it in Aloha? This is your Unc. This hour change and daylight saving time, and this thing is just not working out too well for me time wise. Anyway, this is your Uncle Burpee Yoga. Today is November the 2nd already. Oh my goodness, yeah. Today's day 199 of me doing a minimum of 100 burpees, military styles or prison style. I always usually start with a rant and a philosophical saying. So here's my philosophical saying from Lozi. In view of Tao, people who are self-centered are like the surplus food and redundant actions in everyday life. All things disgust them. So there's good and bad in everything, and especially in medicine. So there's actually two different forms of medicines that is widely practiced in the world. So us coming from the West, a lot of us practice what is called Western medicine, right? But there's also an Eastern side of medicine, from the Chinese medicine to Indians Ayurveda medicine, which uses herbs and plants. The big difference between the two is, they're good at their own certain things, but one thing about Western medicine is they treat the symptoms and they eradicate the symptoms, and they're very good at surgery to repair broken bones or recent. They're very good at those kind of stuff. That's what Western medicine is really good at, right? Creating drugs to stop a disease or kill a disease or whatever. Well, Eastern medicine, they work a different. What they do is they don't treat the symptom, they treat the reason behind the symptoms. So a lot of times they'll give you things to eat or things to take that will change your body internally so those symptoms disappear, right? So like I was talking to one of my good client and friends. I think we've been friends for like 5-6 years, and he's really into this kind of stuff. He had diabetes, and number one, you can actually cure certain types of diabetes from diet, the stuff you eat. And number two, he took a supplement called berberine or something like that, and it cured his diabetes. His blood sugar level is down to in the low hundreds, like 102, 105. I was just taking that. That was really amazing. And then something about I have high blood pressure before I had, and then I take apple cider vinegar with cayenne pepper, right? And in the span of a week, I dropped my high blood pressure. I didn't have to go, and I went back to the doctor. They were shocked. Now, again, this is YouTube. Don't trust anything anybody says. Don't do anything that anybody tells you to do or try. Do your own research. I'm not suggesting you do the stuff that I just did or my friend did. This is for entertainment. Do your own research. Again, do your own research. Don't trust me. Go do your own research on Eastern medicine and Western medicine. Is good and is con, because there is just a way bigger door that opens out there. If you're, just like Bruce Lee said, right? Learn everything, keep what works. Another thing I know that worked for cancer for a long time has been some kind of a pot boiling with some kind of gobo roots and junk. There's so many different ones. And I told this from before. If I had some kind of a rare disease, for example, like super rare disease, and a lot of people, they die from this disease, and all of a sudden, there's a bunch of people that got cured of the disease, and the way they cured their disease, this unique disease that I just happened to catch, is by eating their own poop. Well, I would try that, because if it worked for other people, it might work for me too. It may sound disgusting and gross, but if I'm going to stay alive, to be with my family and to have more time on earth, because I have to eat my own poop, I will do it, right? That's, you cannot be, just because you don't think it's correct, but it might work, right? Because it worked for other people. So I guess that's my rant. Don't be afraid to try new stuff. Don't be afraid to, speaking of afraid, when I first got here, we got an accountant. His name is Bob, let's say, right? He never had papaya. He was 30-something years old. He never had papaya. Obviously, you could buy it where we're at. I'm from Hawaii, so we have papaya trees in our backyard. And I says, well, you never tried papaya? He goes, well, I just never wanted to. I go, well, it's not like you can't buy it here. You just go to a grocery store, you can buy it. Yeah, but I just never wanted to. It's like, oh my gosh. Please, please, try new stuff. It can't hurt, right? I mean, don't do drugs, but you know what I mean, right? In moderation. Anyway, this is gonna be a very short workout. Today's day 199. I'm pushing 50 plus. I can't imagine 199 days ago that I would do 200 days of nonstop burpees, minimum of 100 a day. And I can't believe that on the 200th day, I'll be doing my burpee and it's election day. And Augie from UK says that I planned it. And I would tell you emphatically, no, I did not plan that at all. So I'm going to get my 100 in and I'll call it a day because it's going to be a busy day tomorrow, right? I think everyone's having a holiday too because of that. And then I got a light so you can see me better. Or I can see myself better. Anyway, let's go get that money. Simple 100. Very simple. What the heck is going on? Hold on. My phone's whacked. There it goes. It's working fine now. Day 199. Ooh. 1, 2. This might be the setup in the future. If I work late, I have to do this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 34, 35, 36, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 9, 5, 9. Quick and dirty. Nice and easy. I'm just gonna rest. You know tomorrow's gonna be a big day. So most of you can probably guess what I'm gonna do, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I have a slight inkling of what I want to do. We'll all find out tomorrow. Speaking of Eastern medicine, in Chinese also, your body goes through what is called Yi Hei or Tai Leung. So when it's Yi Hei, that means your body inside is not balanced and it has a lot of fire. So typically that happens when you eat a lot of fried foods or spicy food, right? So to counteract that, what the Chinese usually do is if they eat something that is leung, which means cool or cold. And that, it doesn't mean just physically cold, but like cool for the body. So that's how you balance it out, right? Remember I told you the hardest thing in life is to stay in the middle in the balance, and you don't want to go to the extreme, to the left or right. That's really what the food eating in Chinese is too. They consider it like a medicine, you know, the stuff they eat. They'll, you know, and then when you're pregnant, after you're pregnant, they give you certain food to eat. I mean, they have all these, I mean, I'm sure there's the same thing that happens in other cultures too. But obviously, since I'm Chinese, I know the Chinese culture the most. I'm sure they do the same thing in India. I'm sure they do the same thing I don't think they do it the same thing in America. That's what I know. Only thing they care about is calories and diet and how you look. But in Asia, most of the time, they care about the inside. And the other thing too is in Asia in general, you see everybody, no matter how hot it is, they still drink warm water or hot water or tea. The reason is being, you can try this. It's actually really weird, but if you drink hot water on a hot day, it actually cools you down. It's kind of weird. Don't ask me. You gotta try yourself. It's always the same thing. Like on a hot day, you do what I do. You know, you take off your shirt and think, oh, it's cooler. But in actuality, it's hotter if you take off your shirt because the sun is hitting your body and it's heating it up. That's why I don't know where you're at, but where I'm at, there's a lot of landscaping being done outside. And whenever you see any landscapers, are they wearing long sleeve shirts or short sleeve shirts? I can guarantee you 99% of the time, almost all of them are wearing long sleeve shirts. And then when you go and ask them, hey, what's the reason why you're wearing a long sleeve shirt? Is it because, you know, you're afraid a plant's gonna prick you or hit you or whatever, and then it's a protection? And most of them will say yes, but actually, if you ask them more, they will tell you the reason why they wear long sleeve is because it's cooler for them when they work outside in the hot sun. And you know how hot it gets here. As hot as 113, 15 degrees. And they're still wearing long sleeve shirts. Sometimes they wear 2 shirts. And it's because it keeps them cooler. It's anti what you believe, right? You believe that when it's hot, you wear a tank top or nothing. So same thing with the water, same thing with the shirt. You know, it goes against logic. But sometimes, until you try it, you never understood, right? So that's what I mean by there's so much things out there in the world that could be a cure for your particular ailment, but you just don't know it. I told you, like, my wife has a massive migraine before, and we went to see the doctors, CAT scans, everything. They can't find out what's wrong with her, so they prescribed her Tylenol with codeine. And I told her, "You're kidding me, you can't take codeine. That's like highly addictive drug." So we did some research online, and we found out that there's a medicine that's actually sold. It's basically a herbal medicine. It's actually sold in Amazon. It's called MigraLeaf. Again, don't take it. I'm not telling you to take it. I'm just telling you that's what we did. If you take MigraLeaf, it relieves her migraines, and that's what she does. No medicine. It's all herbal supplements. So again, don't listen to me and get the stuff that I said works for me. All right, you do your own research. This is entertainment channel, nothing to do with medicine. Don't trust anybody on YouTube, right? Don't trust nobody. So that's what I mean by you just gotta go out there, do some research on your particular thing that I'm sure there's even I think there's even things they take to inhibit your hunger, right? I don't have that problem, so I don't even do research on it. But I'm sure there are things out there that inhibit your hunger. The other thing I always tell people if they're trying to lose weight is it's pretty simple. Number one, your stomach takes 15 minutes to tell your brain that you're full, roughly about 15 minutes, right? So if you eat slower, then your brain is going to be told that you're full. So then hopefully, if you have self-control, you stop eating. That's number one. Number two, your stomach is only so big. So before you eat, if you drink 2-3 glasses of water, you'll feel full already, and it'll be hard for you to stuff extra food in. So that's two simple things you can do to lower your caloric intake instead of counting calories, right? All you gotta do is drink water before you eat, like 2-3 cups of water. You need the water anyway, right? Number two is eat slower. If you do those two things, it might help. It might not, but it doesn't hurt. Those are free anyway, right? Water and eating slower. So I think that's all I have. I can't do like what PJ does and just rant for like 10 minutes straight. And it's really quite amazing. But anyway, off I go. Tomorrow will be the big day, November 3rd. Do what you gotta do. Peace out.